Hey, what's my beautiful people? Thank you for joining the live, guys. Thank you for joining the live. Today we are going to discuss about the ongoing struggles of changing the narrative about Africa, the narrative, the false narrative, the propaganda, the lies. So we're going to take a look at a video I want to share that a black brother, what he said was, I thought it was very powerful, and I would like to share it with you this afternoon. So well, good. It's afternoon on my side. Good morning, good night, wherever you are watching me from. Good afternoon. Yes, so guys, thank you, Share the Live. Thank you for joining this live this afternoon. So join the live, let others know that we are on. Whatever time zone that you are in, welcome, welcome, welcome. Whatever time zone that you are in, welcome, my beautiful. Welcome to the live. Welcome, welcome to the live. It's a privilege to have you. Welcome, welcome to the live. Yes, guys, welcome, welcome to the live. It's a privilege to have you. Welcome, one and all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me know where are you joining me from? Where are you watching me from? Welcome, my beautiful people. Yes, let me know where you are joining me from. Share the live, share the live. Let others know that we are on the struggles about Africa. So let's go ahead and listen to what our dear brother has to say, and then we're going to talk all about it. We are going to talk all about it. All right, we're going to talk all about it.
Rebuild and return to Africa if that's their goal. But today I want to talk about how the enemy is so crafty in recruiting people and trying to make them work against you as you build on your journey. I've seen it in so many different stories and so many different instances throughout history of how people will come and try and sabotage what you are working on within your business.
Okay, so guys, let me know if you are seeing. Good night, GRTV. Good night. Yes, you have finally caught me. You have finally caught me. So guys, sorry, sorry about the background noise. There's a little bit of music on the background, but it will subside shortly. So thank you guys. Thank you, GRTV, for joining. Welcome to the live. Let others know that we are on. Welcome, welcome. So we are discussing this afternoon about the struggles in changing the narrative about Africa. So GRTV, if you are there, I want you to indicate if you are seeing the video, okay? Let me know if you are hearing the videos and seeing the video.
When I started my journey and when I was doing this work, that I would only be up against the government. But as it turns out, that the enemy is so crafty that he will get within people who are jealous of what you are doing, who are broken within themselves and cannot believe that they wasn't able to do what they said that they would do. So now they want to be mad at you and try to sabotage what you are doing. It's crazy. But unfortunately, there's people out here within the world who literally are sick within themselves because they really wasn't able to do what they set out to do for themselves. And when they see someone that's actually trying to accomplish something, not even trying, actually doing something, it actually eats them up inside. Now, as we know, there's a lot of get my hair out the way. There's a lot of people in the world that's just talking, unfortunately. There's many people that's here just bumping their gums and saying that they want to do things and trying to move.
All right, so guys, let me know if you are seeing anything. Okay, all right. So, well, thank you for... Just give me a minute, please. Yes, guys. So I'm glad that you are hearing and you're seeing. All right. So we're going to be discussing, the narrative and changing the struggles in changing the narrative of Africa. So, we're going to listen, and then as we go along, I'm going to comment. So feel free to share your views and your opinion as well. All right. Let others know that we are on. Welcome. Thank you for joining this wherever time zone that you're looking at, whichever part of the world that you are on. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you very much. So let's go ahead and listen.
move in certain directions, but at the end of the day, everybody don't make those moves properly. Everybody isn't striving to do things the right way. Some people just talking and bumping their gums. And when it comes time to put in their real work, they aren't able to because they actually not cut from their cloth. They're actually not built like that. So I've been encountering so many people on those levels. Unfortunately, it almost took a toll on me. It almost made me to stop doing videos. It almost made me to quit actually interacting with people because people are sick. Not all people, but a lot of our people are sick. So I've been up against and fighting against some crazy people in their minds. Their minds are so messed up, and it's sad because you can extend your hand to try to help people. You can extend your life to try to help people. But at the end of the day, if they're not there mentally, emotionally, or spiritually, they will eat you up and eat you up alive to the best of their ability. So as I've been dealing with these different type of people, they have really become my enemies. And I'm not afraid of my enemies. I understand that enemies are here to help you be an elevator. Enemies are here to be your footstool. They are here to help you step up to another level. So I've started and learned how to use them to my advantage.
That's so true, guys. That is so true. You know what he's saying? I really do agree with him. You know, sometimes we think enemies are meant for our bad, but really and truly, if you take a broader picture of things, our enemies are there for a purpose. You know, they are not only there to oppress us, but they are there for a reason, and that is to uplift us, to challenge us, to push much harder for to our potential. Because imagine a world without enemies. You know, everybody will be laid back. You know, yeah, he's correct. GRTV. Okay. All right. So we had a little bit of technical difficulties there, but I think I'm back online. All right. You guys are hearing me? You're seeing me? Let me know because I had a little glitch there with the internet. So let me know if I am back, if you are hearing me and you are seeing me. All right. Can anyone is anyone hearing me? Is anyone seeing me? Let me know. All right. I want to make sure that the internet. Yeah, I'm back. All right. So yes, guys, I think I'm back. Right. Yes, guys. So yeah, he's correct. GRTV. You know, our enemies are there to serve a purpose and to uplift us. So rather than we sometimes complain, let us see the purpose behind, you know, our enemies. Let us see the purpose behind it, and let us take that opportunity, use it to our advantage to push for success. Yeah, to push for success. GRTV says your enemy lets you know what you stand for morally. That's right. That's right. Our enemies let us know what we stand for morally. And I am not discouraged when I have enemies. No matter what, guys, I want you to understand. No matter what in this life, you would have people just dislike you for no reason at all. People will dislike you for no reason at all. People will try their best to discourage your dreams and your ambition. That is why sometimes when you have plans and goals, don't tell anybody what you are doing. Let them see the results. Let the result come, and then after you talk about it. But in that regard, he was talking about the West and the Europe and how they have the damage and the reputation that they have done, when it comes to Africa. Yes, so, and he's talking some good stuff there. So let's continue to listen. Yeah, let's continue to listen.
They try and come and scare us, but we know how to move. They try to come and stop us, but we've learned how to move. It's easy when you learn that, one, the Most High is always on your side. No matter what an enemy or a hater tries to say or do, the Most High, you want to say hi? I think the chicken want to say hi. Yeah. Say hey. They said, hey, but yeah, if the enemy tries to stop you, try to tear you down, try to move what you are working on, we have to understand that that is an assignment from the enemy. That is an assignment that God actually put in place for them to be able to try to help you elevate. Now they can try to come and they can try to do all their schemes, all their wicked plots. But at the end of the day, what God has for you is literally for you, and no one can take that away. My wife and I, we've been able to develop a 78-acre eco village over here in East Africa, Tanzania. And when I tell you, it has come with so much opposition, it has come with so much blood, sweat, and tears, but it's only making my wife and I so much wiser, so much stronger, and it's actually helping connect our bond together. Now, my wife and I have encountered so many evil people and so many evil spirits because, one, we're a happily married couple at a young age. And there's unfortunately so many divorcees out here. There's so many people who've divorced, who've given up on their marriages, who haven't really stood the test of time. So when they see us in our position, when they see us happily working together, ooh, it makes their blood boil.
So true, so true. That is so. Oh, you cannot see the video anymore. All right. Let me disconnect. Let me disconnect and try to reconnect back. Let me try to reconnect back and see if that will work. All right. So GRTV, let me know if you're seeing the video now. Are you seeing the video now? Are you seeing what I'm about to play? Let me know. Let me know if you are seeing the video. Are you seeing the video now? Okay. All right. All right, so let me play back that part where, yeah, let me just play back that part. I think it's important.
But at the end of the day, what God has for you is literally for you, and no one can take that away. My wife and I, we've been able to develop a 78-acre eco village over here in East Africa, Tanzania. And when I tell you, it has come with so much opposition, it has come with so much blood, sweat, and tears, but it's only making my wife and I so much wiser, so much stronger, and it's actually helping connect our bond together. Now, my wife and I have encountered so many evil people and so many evil spirits because, one, we're a happily married couple at a young age. And there's unfortunately so many divorcees out here. There's so many people who've divorced, who've given up on their marriages, who haven't really stood the test of time. So when they see us in our position, when they see us happily working together, ooh, it makes their blood boil.
And that is so true. That is so true. You know, I'm happy for him. You know, I'm really happy that for him and his wife, they, as you heard, he said that they own this business, this ecosystem business in Tanzania. So he's situated in Tanzania, and that's wonderful. You know, guys, I always say that, you know, when going back to Africa, we shouldn't go back just for pleasure. When going back, those of us who are relocating to Africa, you know, who are thinking of relocating to Africa, don't just go for pleasure, you know. Well, and even if you're visiting, don't just go for pleasure, but go with a business mindset. Go, you know, invest in whichever country you choose to settle in, African country you choose to settle in. Yeah. I think that's the only way we can move forward and we can develop the continent of Africa, you know, in bringing our expertise and our skills to the continent. And that is why I said, JRTV, let me know if you are seeing me. Are you seeing me properly? Okay, let me know. And that is why I said that, you know, the Africa need us here in the Caribbean. They need our expertise. They need the skills. They need the talents. And that is one of the things that Ghana have been doing. You know, I want to compliment Ghana. Ghana, you know, gave citizenship to over 500 individuals at one time, you know, at the same time, simultaneously. And do you know the development that is in store for Ghana? Because I'm pretty much sure that these people are not just people that just want to be citizens of Ghana, but these are people who have, okay, but these are people, all right, are you seeing me in one frame now? Yeah. So these are people who have expertise. These are people who have skills and talents. And okay, wonderful. Who have skills and talent. GRTV, that's my first time I'm sharing video with YouTube features. So I am still a rookie at it, but I'll get a hold of it, right? But it's wonderful that you communicating and letting me know how you seeing me and what is going on. So I will know what to do. Yeah. So as the guy was saying in the video, as the guy was saying in the video, you know, he has this big ecosystem business and stuff in on the motherland, and I'm happy for him and his wife. And that is what the mindset we have to go to Africa with. We have to go with a business mindset, not just a mindset of pleasure, you know, in admiration of the motherland, but we have to go with a business mindset. We must, developing the continent is taking our skills, the abilities that we have here in the Western world, those of us who are in the Western hemisphere of the world in the diaspora, and going there with it. And I want to compliment Ghana again. I might have said that before, but I want to compliment Ghana. And Ghana is on the way to being even more developed, because the people that they gave citizens to are skillful people that are bringing in the expertise and the talents and the whatever gift and whatever they have. Yeah. But there's this one thing, guys, as the guy is saying, he had met obstacles on the motherland. As he said, there are people who will jealous you. There were people who don't want you to succeed. Do you know there are people who don't want you to succeed? There are people who don't want you to succeed. And that is why, a friend of mine's and I was talking the other day, and I was telling her that this thing. I said, be very careful of the information you disclose to people, because all what your enemies need sometimes is just a little bit of information to bring you down. So someone, we have to be very careful. And as the young man says, he's married at a young age. Him and his wife is doing well in Tanzania, and people don't like that. People don't like, his enemies don't like that. Who are his enemies? I don't know who he's referring to, but what we should know is, we will have enemies. No matter what you do in this life, you will have enemies. So that is why, we have to be very careful who we disclose information to. So let's continue to listen to the young man, and we will continue to comment. All right.
It makes them feel some type of way inside. And that ain't even our fault. That ain't even what we're here to do. That ain't even why we're here to do this thing. We are just trying to work in our light and work in our greatness with each other. But unfortunately, that causes people to have so much envy and jealousy and hate. And now we understand what it is, and we just, pray for them, and we don't know how to move accordingly. And on top of that, my wife is a beautiful chocolate woman. And so many people are out of shape, unfortunately. So many people are ugly, unfortunately, because we know beauty is a gift. So my wife is a beautiful woman, and some people, women and men, actually be hating on the fact that my wife is beautiful. They want to say those slick shots. They want to say crazy things and try to tear us apart and make us go against each other. It's sad. And not only my wife. God bless me with a little bit of gift of beauty as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little handsome out here. You know what I'm saying? I got a little something going on, all thanks to the Most High. So that eats people up. And on top of that, we actually doing our thing. All praises to the Most High. We were yielded vessels at a young age, and we decided to make a bold move early within our life, and we didn't just talk about it. We actually got it done. So when people meet us, it's like it's causing something within them. It's very unfortunate, but it's the reality of what's going on. They're not taking care of themselves. They're not taking care of their business. So when they meet somebody that's doing that, it shines a mirror on them. It puts a light in their face for them to think about, you know what? I haven't been doing my thing. I haven't been really handling business the way I say I did. I believed in the system. I'm on the team of the system, and I really believed in it. So now they look at us, and it's like, oh, man.
Guys, that is, that's so true. That is so true. Very, very much true of what this man is saying. Guys, let me know what are your thoughts in the comment section below. But he's speaking truth. He's speaking truth. So many people are putting a trust in the system, and they fail to understand that the system that we love so much, that westernized system we love so much, is falling apart. Things are getting bad, people, and we need to start developing a plan. We need to start developing a plan. I'm not saying to pack up your things and go to Africa, but we need to start developing a plan. Some of us, we need to start investing back home, and don't put all of your trust in the system, because that system is falling apart. So guys, he's saying some truth, he's speaking some truth. And as black people, sometimes as black people, I think some of us, there are some of us, we like to talk too much. We have to be very careful. GRTV says, I've been watching a lot of channels about the Sahel region and the wonderful things taking place there, and them kicking out the French and US colonizers. Yeah, that's right. I did a video about that. You can check it out. And also Kenyan Beast, GRTV, you can also check out his video. I did a video for him on that. And the Sahel, alliance, I believe all Caribbean and African leaders should give their support. All Caribbean and African leaders should give their support. Ibrahim Traore should get the support of all Caribbean and African leaders. African leaders should support Ibrahim, because he is the only African leader that I see that is standing up to the West. They are kicking out the colonizers. Even Senegal, well, just today, Senegal, yes, GRTVs, but just today, Senegal, this President President Faye, yeah, I think that's his name, Faye, yeah. President Faye of Senegal, he also is taking steps in kicking out the French, because the French are the ones that colonized them. But there is something I had against President Faye. He's a very young man, but I have something against him, GRTV. If you listen to the video that I did, he asked the French to get out. Yeah, let me explain myself. Now, what I have against him is that he confronted Macron and his people. We had enough of you, get out. Macron told him, we will limit the presence that we have in Senegal, but not entirely. I don't know what was the agreement, but what he did on the other hand was very contradictory, I find, and a little bit disappointed. He told Macron that, even though we are fed up of you, we will still continue doing business with you, or we will collaborate with you. We will not break ties entirely. And I thought that was not acceptable on President Faye's part. It was not acceptable, because how can you, it's very contradictory to say that you don't want anything to do with your colonizers, but at the same time, you are still doing business with them. That cannot work. It's either you break ties, or it's either you continue to do, you continue to be, at the mercy, as usual. So I think that was very, very disappointed on his part. I believe in order for African nations and African leaders, yeah, he's trying to straddle the fence, right? But there's no when it comes to Pan-Africanism, because when he was going into office, he gave very good speeches, he gave very good promises. When it comes to Pan-Africanism, he gave the world, or he gave the diaspora the idea that he will follow the footstep of Ibrahim. But then now today, I when I look at the report I'm hearing right now today, is that he wants to get rid of the soldiers, but wants to hold on to the business, the business pattern. He wants to do business. He wants to collaborate with French. He don't want to break ties with them entirely. And that is not acceptable. You cannot straddle the fence. It's either you have to choose which fence. You see this thing when it comes to Africa moving forward, is either you break free, or is either you break free, or is either you stay under the control. You have to choose which side that you are on. You cannot. There's no middle grounds in this thing. You see this struggle for Africa becoming a sovereign nation once again, a sovereign continent once again, where Africa and the affairs of Africa is controlled by Africans. Is you have to choose which side that you are on. You cannot play both sides, or you cannot play jack on both sides, and that is what I thought he was doing. I find he's playing jack on both sides. But when it comes to Pan Africanism, you cannot play jack on both sides. It's either you for or you against. You know, his people will inform him what they want him to do. There is no middle ground. Yeah, there's no middle ground, and you know, I hope that his people will call him out on this, because this is recent news we received today. So I hope that the Senegal people will call out President Faye about this. It is not acceptable. You cannot, how can you want to do business, continue to do business with someone who have been exploiting you, someone who have taken advantage of you, steal your resources, leave your people in poverty, and make their nation, their people comfortable? They build themselves and their people, and they leave your people in poverty. You cannot do business with people like that. You have to cut ties with them. So President Faye have to change. I really think that he needs to reconsider what he's doing and change his stance on that. Yeah, they need to call him out on that. He's been a politician instead of taking the lead. That's right. And I expected better of him. I really thought that he would have been another Ibrahim Traore. I really thought that that was another. He would have been the Ibrahim of Senegal. But I think he's playing the game of politics, and that is not acceptable. And we here in the diaspora, we are watching the African leaders very carefully. We are watching you very carefully, because yes, you are calling us back home, but we want to know that we are not coming back to the same old colonial system, because when we come back home, or when we visit home, because some of us may choose to just visit, when we come and visit, we want to make sure that we are coming back to something different, because we here in the diaspora, we are already struggling and fighting for our sovereignty. When we come to Africa, we want a sense of peace and freedom, that we know that when we are investing in the continent, our investment is contributing to the people of Africa, and not not puppet politicians and the Western people that is benefiting. Welcome, Auto 718. Welcome to the live. How are you doing, my dear friend? Welcome to the live. So yes, so all this GRTV. Thank you. Yes, GRTV. I think there's a need for me to preach. This afternoon. Yes. We talk about coming. They calling us back home, and I want to go. I would like to visit. And if given the opportunity, I will consider of relocating. But I want to ensure that when I go to the motherland to do business, because we ain't coming to the motherland for pleasure only. We coming to do business. We are a business type people. All right, we coming to do business, and I want to ensure that when we want to make sure that when we come to the motherland, that our investment, our money, is not going into the pockets of puppet politicians and the Western people that is benefiting. So I think that President Faye of Senegal, he should reconsider his decision. You cannot play jack on both sides. If you are a Pan-African that is fighting for the people of Africa, just like how Ibrahim fought for his people, you have to choose which fence that you are on. It's either you're on the colonizer side, or you are on the side of your people. You can't play jack on both sides. You have to cut ties. So I hope that if he happens to come across this live, my dear brother, you have to make up your mind. You can't play jack on both sides. You have to cut ties with France in order for your people, Senegal, to move forward. Yeah. Uh, yes, we're going to Auto 718. We're going to rebuild Africa because I said it before and I will say it again. Africans cannot move forward without us here in the diaspora. God, God had it all planned out now. As the young man is, we will just listen in the video. God have it all planned out. That you know why God allowed this whole evil agenda of the colonizers to take place and scatter us through the world, so that we can come back with our expertise, with our knowledge, our education, with the skills and talents to rebuild Africa. But I don't want to invest my skills and talents in something that that I know that is going towards a few percentage of people. No, 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 no. Yeah. Have you seen After 718? Have you, everybody in the chat? Yeah. Welcome, welcome. GRTV, have you seen the new tomato canning planet that has opened in Burkina Faso? It looks wonderful. Oh, okay. The new tomato canning plant. Oh, so I will have to go and take a look at that, GRTV. So thank you very much for giving me the heads up. But Burkina Faso is doing well, and they will continue to do well. Once Ibrahim Traoré continues on that path, Burkina Faso will become a fast developing African nation. Yeah, and we need to give him the support. We need to support him. All Caribbean and African leaders need to support Ibrahim Traoré. All right, so guys, let's continue to listen to the young man, and then I'll come back again, and we're going to give our comments.
Why couldn't I do that? Why wasn't I able to do that? You could have did it, but you didn't. You could have, but you didn't. So now you want to try to come and mess up our spirit, mess up the light, mess up our joy, but you can't, because the joy and the light that we have come from the Most High. So you can't stop that, okay? So don't even think that you can. You need to quit trying and just get yourself together. And if you want to build something and do it yourself. But the unfortunate reality is people have made themselves our enemy because of what they've been through in their own lives. Their own insecurities come out. When people try to hurt you, when people try to tear you down, most times it's their insecurities coming up out of them. That's what we've been learning. The enemy that we've been dealing with is these evil spirits that's overtaking our people that hasn't been taking care of themselves, man. It's sad. I don't like to talk about it, but it's the reality of what's going on. We can still build over here in Africa. You can still come over here and get your work done, but the reality is, our people are broken, sick, and hurt, unfortunately. But it's cool because some of us are not broken and sick and hurt. Some of us are using these videos and using these instances to be able to get ourselves in a better position mentally, physically, and spiritually. Now, me going through this, I just want to encourage my people that, hey, there's going to be some haters that come your way. There's going to be some people that's within our community who unfortunately are sick in the head from all places, even from all races, not just within our community, people with the outside of our community. Other people, Europeans, are out here crazy too. Some of them really feel crazy about how things are going and want to feel like they're superior to us. We have to move strategically during these times as we want to build, as we continue to heal ourselves and move in that direction. You, somebody in your family that's healing, the people that's not healing going to hate you. The people that's not doing the work is going to try to sabotage you. They're going to try and do petty things to pull you out of character. They're going to try to antagonize you. They're going to try to entice you to do stupid things so that you...
So true, so true, so true, Guys, let me know what you... Yeah. No problem, GRTV. Yeah, so guys, let me know what... Let me hear what, give me your comments, your thoughts on what you think this brother is saying. Do you agree with him? Do you agree with him? Yeah, do you agree with him? But it's so true, right? We have to move strategically. We have to be strategic in the things that we do. We are our worst enemies. That's right. We sometimes are our worst enemies. Most times, as Black people, we have to learn to unite, guys. Unite. We use this word a lot, but we have to. We have to. Don't when you see a brother or sister of yours excelling in life, celebrate with them. When you jealous them and you think you're doing yourself a bad, you know. Celebrate with them, because some of us, we don't have any idea the struggles that they went through to be the person that they are, or to achieve what they are achieving. You see, one thing about me, if I see my neighbor striving, I don't jealous them. I don't jealous them because I don't know what they went through. Some people went through real hardship, you know. So guys, we really have to unite and think strategically. Yeah, sorry about that. Strategically, and we need to start thinking about investing, you know, because these are times people. Let me tell you guys, a big war is about to take place. I mean, I don't like to say it like this, but it's the reality, is the truth. The world is on the brink of a big war, and that war will spiral out of control, and there will be pestilence, famine, disease all over the place. And we need to start, just like the young man in the video. He's in Tanzania, and he have created an environment, an ecosystem environment. So if anything happens, this young man will survive. He's on the motherland, doing business. And not just business, he's creating a foundation for himself and his family, that if anything happens, they will survive. We have the yard fall, the chicken, he's planting, he's doing all kind of things. Because I'm telling you, there will be shortages of food, and this system as we know it, I don't want to preach doom and gloom. I don't want to frighten anyone. But guys, those of us we need to start thinking of investing, start developing a plan. If anything goes bad, where would you go to? Where would you go to? Well, I have my plan where I would go. A place of refuge. So yeah, we have to start. Today I heard about, I was looking up this story where the EU, the European Union, are advising their citizens, and educating the citizens about bunkers and shelters. So why are they advising and educating the citizens about bunkers and shelters because they know what is coming. These people already know that the worst is yet to come. So we have to be prepared. Don't be comfortable. Brothers and sisters, I am saying this in love as a brother. Okay? Don't I am not saying this to scare no one. No fear tactics. It's the truth, the reality. Prepare yourselves. Prepare yourselves. Start investing. Ambassador, we have independent country. Every day the opposition making noise. How to take out, scare it. Yeah. And I do believe Auto 718, it is time for us to get rid. And when I mean get rid, right? Not violently, right? I'm figuratively speaking. But it's time for us to call out our leaders, even in the Caribbean here. Call out our Caribbean leaders who are playing gimmicks with us. Playing gimmicks with us. They playing jack on both sides. That can't work anymore. That cannot work anymore. They always on, a lot of them are always going to big meetings on the world stage, giving big speeches, and no action whatsoever. We are tired and fed up of the speeches and the big words and the excellent vocabularies. We want action, like Ibrahim Traoré in Burkina Faso. Ibrahim Traoré took action. He didn't give much speeches. He take action, and he did what he had to do. He did what had to be done. And we need leaders like this in the Caribbean. We are tired of the speeches. Yeah. Very much so. Very much so. Very much so. So guys, let me know. Yeah, let me know. Thank you guys. Give the video a thumbs up. Like the video. Yeah. Share the live and let others know that we are on. So Auto 718, you are so right. So much of our political leaders are just making noise. We need action, action, action. We need action. These are times we need action. Yeah, we need action. Less talking. The problem is we not seeing no results. Exactly. No results. So much of speeches. They go in the UN, they speak nice words. They give us false hope that things will start getting done. But no results. No results whatsoever. We gotta start thinking big, guys. We gotta start thinking big and start being strategic about what we want to do. Pedro, greetings, greetings. Greetings, Pedro. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the live, all the way from Barbados. Yeah, I'm tired and fed up with these political leaders, especially in the Caribbean. Let's focus on the Caribbean for a bit, because we cannot be thinking about others and we don't focus on ourselves, right? We talk about unity and because the mistakes that we see that our African leaders are making, the Caribbean leaders are making that same mistakes as well. I am fed up and tired with long speeches but no action. Long speeches but no action. Mia Motley, I always talk good about her, but I come to realize, and I have great respect for her, but I say this in respect. I find that sometimes she talks too much nice speeches and no action. And when I say her, I'm also including all of the Caribbean leaders, the CARICOM in general. The Caribbean leaders, they talk too much. They too much of talk, big words, big vocabulary, but no action. We are tired and fed up of that. We need action. We need results. We talk about straight flights. What are we doing about straight flights from the motherland to the Caribbean? Somebody said it only takes a stroke of a pen to get things done. Is that true? I don't know if that's true. If it takes only a stroke of a pen, then if it takes only the stroke of a pen, why we are not getting things done? Why things are not getting done, But too much of talk. We need action. We need action. It's only sometimes when we are in, you see, Ambassador, it's all about the money for these Caribbean leaders. Exactly. Money. Yeah, it's all about money, And, we begging too much. I find most of our Caribbean leaders, we begging too much. It's time that we think about how we can, because we have the potential to sustain ourselves. I'm not saying we sometimes we may need a little assistance, yes, but we begging the IMF, out of this organization, for so much of money. We are mounting debts upon ourselves, and then when we time to pay back these debts, by the time we pay back these debts, we are left with nothing. So we cannot even invest back into our own people and develop ourselves. Because we have to spend years upon years paying back debts, and by the time these people extract from us, they take back what we owe them. We have nothing to develop ourselves. So it's like you're spinning top in mud. You are left with nothing, and then you have to go back and beg the IMF again to get money for nation building. We borrowing to do our business, and then when we do our business, we are left in so much debt that we have to take that same finances that should be profiting us, give back to those we lend from, and then we are left with nothing. And then that pattern continues to repeat itself. We keep borrowing. I think this, we have to, our leaders have to start thinking big. Stop this. Take example from Ibrahim Traore in Burkina Faso. Take example. Don't be a lot of them are being bribed and being intimidated. If you notice, the ones that cooperate with the program stay, but the ones that want to bring change are considered rebels. And that's so true. That is so true. And that is why I think our Caribbean leaders, they're playing gimmicks with us. I find they're playing gimmicks with us now. I find these Caribbean leaders, they're really playing gimmicks with us. And they better be careful. They better be careful because we getting fed up. We getting tired and fed up with this whole speeches. Too much of speeches. Nice talk. We getting fed up with that. It's either you do what you say or you don't do it at all. You know? I think most of them, they are afraid and they are cowards. When they're on the big stage, they make their voices heard, but when it comes to the real deal, the real McCoy, when it comes to hitting the tire, hitting the road, they don't have the belly whatsoever. Why? Because they are afraid, they are cowards, they are intimidated by people who are above them, giving them a little bit of money to hush them out, or threaten them, maybe threatening them with sanctions or whatever it is. That is why Venezuela and Cuba, they will always be an example for us here in the Caribbean. Look at Cuba. Cuba had done nothing whatsoever to deserve what they are getting from the US. All these sanctions that have been on them for this embargo that have been on them for all these years, Cuba don't deserve that. Cuba was only protecting their sovereignty. Their sovereignty came under attack, and Cuba stood up to the West. Cuba said, "No, you cannot tell us who we need, who friends we can have, and who friends we cannot have. You can tell us how to govern our business, And they stood up to the West, and they protected their sovereignty. And in return, America put embargo and sanction up on them, all because they're protecting their sovereignty. But I like Cuba because Cuba don't care anymore what the West does and what they say. Cuba don't care anymore. And despite of the embargo that have been on them, they have always survived. They're surviving and they continue to survive. And that is why Fidel Castro and all these people will always be talked about for generations to come, because these are people that have been protecting their sovereignty. I have seen many documentaries that the Western people, America did on Fidel Castro, and it was just laughable and hypocritical. There are some documentaries I look at when I watch about Fidel Castro. I switch off the TV. I switch off my phone. I switch off my TV, because they paint Fidel Castro as as somebody who was evil. But that's not the truth. That's not the truth. That's not the truth. And so we need to, our Caribbean leaders, we have to, and my Caribbean leaders, if you happen to be watching this live, stop being cowards. Stop the talk and start taking action. Take example from Ibrahim. Follow him. Join him. Sahel. Join the Sahel Alliance. Support them. Because I believe Sahel, Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso are the changing, are the driving force of Africa. It's, when Africa become one once again, and when Africa become a superpower once again, Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso should be thanked. They should be thanked because they are the ones that were brave enough to stand up. Okay, so I have a lot. We have some comments here. You see, Ambassador. Okay, Auto 718. If you notice, the ones that are cooperate with the program stay, but the ones that want to bring change are considered rebels. Yes, I think I respond to that. We have nothing Wrong. The leaders end up living like lords. Reparations is the carrot they dangle in the citizens. Yeah, so let's talk about reparations for a while, Pedro. Now, the question is, our Caribbean leaders are asking for reparations, right? They are asking for reparations. But are we certain that if these reparations are paid to them, are we certain that the monies will go to the right people? Are we certain about that? Are we certain about that? Reparations. Will it do us good, or will it do us more bad? Because our leaders, like, some of them are so much caught up with money. It's all about the money. I don't think reparations will do us any good. Will it go into the right hands? And will it be used? Will this reparation be used for the right things? Guys, let me know what are your thoughts, right? When it comes to reparation. But I believe, and I think I gave my opinion, that the best reparation that we can get is our sovereignty back. Our sovereignty back. That is the best reparations that we can get. Where we are in control of our own affairs. That is the best reparation. Because I had some African panelists on, not panelists, but I had a panel discussion on reparations a few weeks ago about reparations. And there was this African Pan-Africanist that said if reparations were to be paid to African leaders, there will be war. There will be war because greed will take over. Reparations will be more a curse to us than a blessing. They will fight over that. There will be war. And I thought he was making some valid points. Because our leaders continue to compromise. They continue to be greedy. They continue to take bribes. If reparations were to be paid to them, can you imagine? Can you only imagine what will happen to these monies that they are asking for? Most of it, people who would need these monies, the African descendants who will need these monies, most of these monies will not go to them. They will never see it. And then next day they will come back and say, "Oh, we contribute this some, and we contributed to this and education and health, and they're giving you false information that the money have went to this and that, and you cannot see the results. You can't even feel the effects of what they say the money is going towards. So Pedro, I agree with you there to some extent. In Cuba, a lot of American businesses took a loss with that revolution. Okay, you get any grant money, CARICOM nations get grants, gifts, and aid. Exactly. Yeah, in Grenada here, we get a lot of grant money. We get a lot of grant money, and sometimes, most of the times, these politicians, they say the grant money is for this, the grant money is for that, and then you cannot even feel the effects of such grants or where the grant is going. You can't feel the effects of that. So I think, we really have to, really have to be careful. Have to be careful. But coming back to the continent of Africa, we are monitoring the leaders of Africa. And I want to say this to my African leaders: do not call us back home if you are playing jack on both sides. Do not call us back home if you are continuing to hold on to the old colonial ways, because we don't want to come back to Africa, to the continent, you know, to see trouble. We want to come back as kings and queens when our ancestors left the motherland, when they were taken and captured the motherland. They left the motherland as kings and queens, and we want to return as descendants. We want to return back to the motherland as kings and queens where we have control over our own affairs. Yeah? We don't want to come back. What sense does it make leaving something here that and going to something another place that have the same old system? When I live somewhere, when I choose to do, to make a decision and leave a particular place, I expect to go meet something different. Not the same old thing, or we have the same old colonial ways here in the Caribbean, and then when we go into Africa, the same old colonial system again, controlling. It doesn't make sense. It's best we stay where we are. Best we stay where we are. So my African leaders, you need to get your act in order. President Faye of Senegal, you need to get your act in order. President of Ghana, I have great respect for the president of Ghana, Nana Addo. I respect you, sir, but there are some things that Ghanaians, there are some things I have against you. You need to get your act in order. I appreciate that Ghana has opened the doors, but there are some things you need to get your act in order. And I'm speaking to all of the African leaders. West, North, East, South, you need to get your act in order. You need to join Ibrahim. You need to join him because he's setting the example. This is I believe what Ibrahim is doing now, this is the opportunity that African leaders need to seize that opportunity and throw the support behind him. Yeah? Because in order for Africa to be one, you guys need to learn to work as one. And if you cannot work as one, then it doesn't make sense you calling us back home. It does not make sense. Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso should not be the only ones fighting this battle. Nigeria should be coming on board. Ghana should be coming on board. Senegal should be coming on board. Gambia should be coming on board. South Africa should be coming on board. Kenya should be coming on board. Yeah? And then when we see that the African leaders are coming in together with one mind, speaking the same thing, then we can say here in the Caribbean, it's time. It's time. But as for now, it's not, the time, I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening as for now. Unless that don't happen, a lot of us, will just stay here. But look at Kenya. The colonists still controlling the system. Most of those countries going to take time to become fully independent. Yeah, and it will take time. I'm not saying it. Yeah, it will take time. Because you see, colonization have done so much damage to the minds of people. And the whole issue is the mindset. No, that is the whole issue. And colonization have done so much damage. It will take time for a lot of us, a lot of these countries to become independent. Right? It will take time. But we have to understand as well, time is running out. Time is running out. We cannot delay for too long. It's time, Africa need to become as one. They need to go. You guys need to, come, give, join Ibrahim. Join the juntas in Mali and Niger. Join them. And when you guys come together, imagine if you can you imagine if African leaders were to come break ties entirely with the West and come together, speaking in one voice, singing the same song, with one mind, demanding that we remove that the borders be removed, demanding that the colonizers be kicked out, demanding one passport, demanding one army. Can you imagine that Africa will be? Wow. If that happens tomorrow, I'm packing up my things and I'm moving. I'm packing up my things tomorrow, my family and I, and we heading back to the motherland. No, I'm serious. I'm serious. GRTV, I'm giving Ghana president the side eye because he seems to be clouding when the US against Burkina Faso. Yeah, and that's so true. And I have great respects. I have great respects for President Nana Addo. He was here in Grenada. GRTV laughing. He was here in Grenada. And we Grenadians, we love the Ghanaian people because, somebody said if Grenadians die, they go into Ghana. There was a lady that just recently came from Ghana. She said, if Grenadians, well, not if, but Grenadians who die, they went to Ghana. Because we are so alike. Nana Addo, we respect him because he came here in Grenada during our independence. We invite him in our parliament, and we had a good time together. But sometimes I think President Nana Addo sometimes play jack on both sides. Sometimes I don't know if he's intimidated. I don't know. But guys, my question is, why are most African leaders are not joining Ibrahim Traore? Why? We need to. Why CARICOM leaders, they go on the big stage, they make all these big speeches, but they don't even mention, or they don't even tell, they don't tell, they are afraid to tell the West, look, we are straightforward about this. Our support is with the Sahel. They beat around the bush, nice words, all these things, big words. Just tell them, look, we are with Sahel. We support them. We stand with Burkina Faso. We stand with Niger. We stand with Mali. But no, they are afraid because they are intimidated. The money, they're afraid they don't get the money. They're afraid certain privileges they will not get. Well, as I told people, as we said before, that Sankara, Maurice Bishop, all these great, Marcus Garvey, all these great Pan-Africanist people, they paid the price because what? They were true to themselves. They did not mince the word. Look at Julius Malema. He may never be the president of South Africa. He may never be the president, but Julius Malema will go down in history books because Julius Malema was a true Pan-Africanist. He is a true Pan-Africanist. Nelson Mandela is a true Pan-Africanist. Well, some people have mixed reactions about Nelson Mandela, so I think Pedro have mixed reactions about him. But we need leaders that will not compromise. We need leaders that will not mince the words. We need leaders that will talk less and act more. Action. South Africa should be coming on board. Yes, GRTV. South Africa should be coming on board. All African leaders should be coming on board with Burkina Faso, with Ibrahim. Don't focus on the individual. Focus on what the individual is doing. Focus on what he's doing. That is the opportunity now the African leaders need to seize and say, look, we are coming together as one. We don't want any more borders between us. We don't want these different passports and this. We want to be one again because Africa was once a continent that was one, right? No borders. Africa was kingdoms, not democracy. When our ancestors left Africa, the motherland, when they were forced out of the motherland, they left Africa, the motherland, as kingdoms. They came from kingdoms. They didn't came from countries that we know them to be today. Our countries, different countries with no. Africa wasn't that kind of. That is what was imposed on the continent. But the continent didn't have flags and country name. No. Not at all. Africa was kingdoms. We came from kingdoms. That is why I'm proud of who I am. That is why I am proud of what I am. Because I know I am a prince. Because I came from a kingdom. And I'm on the journey in tracing back which kingdom I come from. Not country. I did a video today and somebody asked me in the comment section, if we are Africans, which nation are we from? And this tells me that this person mentality is still narrow. They don't have the understanding of who we are. If you understand who you are, you will be passionate about the things that I do. You see what I'm doing? I'm passionate about it because I understand who we were as a people before we were scattered all over the world. We came from kingdoms. We didn't come from nations or countries like Kenya and this. These are things that these are democracy. We don't know about that. What we know about is kingdoms. Africa was a continent where everybody was one from different kingdoms, different tribes, ruled by different people. So when I coming back to Africa, I'm coming back as a prince. I am not coming back as some person who, I don't want to invest my what I have, what I have acquired. I don't want to invest it into something on the, that is going back to the Western imperial people. No, because what we have here in this side of the world, we struggled for it. Our ancestors struggled for what we have. And we cannot allow this to go to waste. All right. All right, so I'm trying to read the comments here. Pedro German, you think African leaders ain't see how Europe and USA become strong for its people as a union? Exactly. Pedro, you're right. America don't have borders. They are a continent. One passport, one president. They can travel wherever they want to without restrictions. Why this is not happening for Africa? What makes Africa, the continent of Africa, different? What makes the continent of Africa different? That is why I'm saying it is time that our African leaders wake up from that sluggish state that they are in, and put ego aside, put tribalism aside, and join the Sahel. Join the Sahel to get so that change can come, betterment can come. All right. But Auto 718 says we are experiencing the same colonial problem in the Caribbean. They just like to talk and about exactly. They like to talk about oh, Pedro, I heard today, Pedro, that today, you guys celebrated your independence. So I don't know if to say happy independence, but what they say, in the Caribbean, I don't believe this thing called independence now. This thing where we waving a flag and say we are independent people, that's nonsense. We're not independent. We're not independent. I don't even when Grenada um celebrates its independence, I stay home. I don't go waving flag and jumping up and say we not. Mm-mm. No sir. According to the Jamaican, no sir. We're not independent. What are we? What? Independent about what? We're not independent. We're still importing a bunch of genetic foods here in the Caribbean. We're importing things that we can grow ourselves. All these cornflakes and junk that is in our supermarkets should be loaded with local goods, local stuff. We can import here. We can not import, but we can grow here. We're importing it. And by the time it comes here, it's so filled with chemicals. It's making us sick. It's making our children sick. We're not independent. I don't even believe in this thing called independence. True independence is when we are consuming the things that we are growing, and we're growing the things that we are consuming. And not only growing, but even producing ourselves. Even clothes, the clothes that we wear. There are certain things we could produce and be proud of. We could sew, we could manufacture. We could be proud of. So, Auto 718, you are so right. We independence. What we are independent about, I don't know. What is it? We independent. What is it? Independence is when you don't rely. You are not reliant. You are self-sufficient. You can sustain yourself. You are proud of the things that you eat, the things that you produce, because it is locally made. That's independence. Independence is when you are in control of your own affairs. Not a bunch of people telling you what to do, how to do it, when to do it. No, not at all. Pedro says, look how Ado treated PLO Lumumba this year. Okay, Pedro, I will have to look into that. That's what they need to do. Yes. GRTV says, German Rainbow Warriors, they are Rainbow Warriors, of course. Yeah, what is Rainbow Warrior? Pedro, a pride fight. Yeah. Pedro, I understand where you're coming from. What's wrong with fighting for your pride? No. Right. So Pedro is explaining it, GRTV. GRTV, you on this plan? Same-sex activists. That is what Pedro is talking about. And the African continent had democracies before Europe. Right? Live and let live live and let live. This is 21st century, not the dark ages. Pedro, traders makes them different. GRTV, I will never condemn my black gay people. Never. Right. So, when it comes to same-sex issues and stuff, this is a very, very sensitive, controversial issue, very controversial topic. But let me tell you this. I believe I stand for morals. I stand for, I'm a believer in values and all of these things. And I would tell you, we all have our differences and things. I don't discriminate against gay people. However, I do not tolerate I don't support LGBT community or whatever it is. I don't support. I don't support them. I will not discriminate them. I will not. Never. I will not discriminate them because after all, they are human beings. But I just personally, I don't support this kind of lifestyle. All right, I will leave it like that. All right, so that's my stance on that. No, Ambassador, it was worse on the British territory. We just have a lot of work to do to achieve full independence. Yeah, we have a lot of work to do. Out of 718, we have a lot of work to do. But I don't believe in this independence. This is a fake independence. You know, until we don't achieve full independence, there's nothing for me to celebrate about. Nothing. There's nothing for me to celebrate. Until Haiti do not get answers, do not get, and is not left alone, until Haiti comes back to the feet and becomes stable once again, yeah, you know, we are a Caribbean community. When one is affected, all is affected. And what is going on right now in Haiti, I don't see, I don't celebrate this thing called independence. If Haiti is not independent, none of us in the Caribbean here is independent. So that's just my stance on it. Gay people have moral. Well, GRTV, again, I don't want to go into that because this is this thing, you see this whole same-sex thing. I choose sometimes to, I'm very firm. If I'm having one-on-one conversation with someone, when it comes to that, I am firm on what I believe and what I stand for. I will say this again. I don't discriminate against gay people. Even if there's a gay person here on my chat, I will welcome them. However, I don't support the lifestyle. I don't support the lifestyle. It is not, it's not moral to me. That's just my opinion. So GRTV, all right, don't take offense, but it's not moral to me. To me, I'm only speaking for me. All right, everybody has their own opinions. I have children. I will not even encourage them to go into this lifestyle because I am a man of principles and I stand on what is pure and right. All right? Gay lifestyle, gay living is not moral to me. That's my stance. Whatever is your stance, if you see it as moral, I respect you. So I don't want us to have any argument over that. This topic, you see, religion and especially and this sexual orientation, these things it's very, very, very sensitive. Very sensitive. But when it comes to what I stand for, I am straightforward about it. I don't beat around the bush. I don't support gay living. It's not moral to me. All right? I don't beat around the bush. And I respect other people's beliefs and opinions when it comes to this type of lifestyle. All right? And in Grenada, we, there is gay people in Grenada, but it's not public, it's not open, because we are a society that is built on, Christian values. We are a society that is built on African values, and is just not something that is acceptable. All right? It's something that I have people that I know who is gay, and I will never discriminate against them. I talk to them, we laugh, we chat, but I don't. I let them know. Look, I don't support this. I don't tolerate this type of lifestyle. I tell them. What sense make pretending? I don't pretend. I'm a person I hate. I don't pretend. I just tell you how it is. That's how it is. I don't. That's my take on it. All right. So let's respect each other's take on that. This when it comes to discriminating people, it's a no-no. I don't care, whatever race or whatever whatever is your sexual orientation. I don't discriminate against you, but I will let you know that what I stand on. All right. I will never condemn my black. Okay. No ambassador. Okay. I think gay people have more. Okay. JRT, this is a shame you say that. Yeah. Well, JRTV, I don't say I'm a person. JRTV, I'm I'm you know I'm sorry if you think, but I'm a person. I don't sugarcoat anything. I tell you as it is. I don't tell people what they want, what they want to hear. All right? I don't tell people what they want to hear. So I'm a straightforward person. That is why I tell people that, um, when it comes to this channel, it's not for everyone. Because I'm a person, I don't sugarcoat anything. I tell you as it is. I don't tell people things that they want to hear. I don't pretend to no one. I tell you what I stand, what I be, what is my morals, my principles, and I respect yours as well. Right? And if you are mature enough, you will not allow this to come, to come between us. I respect your principle. You cannot force what you believe on me. I cannot force what I believe on you. We all have a decision to make in life, and we all have to give an account at the end of the day. All right? Gay people as well as non-gay people all have to give account for their life. So that is what I think. All right. So I don't sugarcoat anything. GRTV, I don't sugarcoat anything. I'm a straight talker. I don't beat around the bush. I don't play ring of roses when I have, when I share my opinions on certain issues. That's just me. I don't tell people what they want to hear. I tell you what you need to know. That's how it is, right? So guys, we all have to just respect each other's beliefs. Respect each other's belief. And not everything we will agree on. Sexual orientation, religion. I have a lot of people who have become subscribers of this channel, and we had a lot of debates on religion. We didn't agree on a lot of things, but at the end of the day, we respect each other's opinions and we come to a mutual understanding. And that is maturity. I love mature people. Okay? I love mature people is that you have differences. We don't share the same sentiments, but there's a mutual understanding. That is maturity. All right? So being gay is not a lifestyle. GRTV, again, I don't want to even go to this whole issue. I believe that, this, I don't want to go into that, honestly. I see where this thing will lead into. I'm not, I'm focused on Pan-Africanism. I'm not focused on sexual orientation of people. I mean, this whole gay thing came up, but I told you what I stand on. I don't see it as a normal thing. It is a lifestyle that people choose to live. That's my stance. That is what I stand on, and that will not change. All right? We can argue this whole night, but it will not change my stance. I see it as a choice that people make. It's not a normal thing. So that's how it is. That's how it is. It's something that is strange to me in my part of the world. I don't know, how it's like on your part of it, but it's strange to me in my part of the world. This, if Two men walking on the road in Grenada, holding hands. Two men walking on the Grenada in Grenada, holding hands, kissing each other. It is strange to us. We don't know about this. It's not our. It's not something that is a part of the Grenadian society. That's just how it is, you know. So I cannot. I can. You know. But I will never discriminate against gay people. Never discriminate against them. Never. All right. So I don't really want to linger on that conversation. Like I think this live, you know, is time is already against me. I don't want to linger on this whole gay thing. You know, uh, religion, politics, and this thing. And I don't. You know, I think this sometimes, you know, this is an ongoing, is an argument that both sides will never come to common grounds with. It will continue. This is something people will argue until God know when. You know, people will never come to common grounds when it comes to this kind of thing. So it's a strange thing to us here in Grenada. I just telling you how it is, GRTV. If two men walking on the road now, holding hands, kissing each other, likewise women, Grenadians will be like, they will be, because it's strange. We don't know this kind of living here. We're not accustomed to that. It's not what we know. It's not part of our society. This is not a lifestyle for us. We don't know that. It's strange. You know? It's very strange. So yeah, it's not for us. Ambassador, these people will never respect your position on LGBT unless you fully agree with them, and be careful because they will target you. You know, that's what I'm saying. You know, I know. That is why I say I don't even want to discuss that. Because when it comes to this issue, there will be there isn't common grounds on that. You know, there ain't common grounds on that. So I don't want to go to that. I know people who are gay and stuff, and I don't. We are friends. We are friends, but getting me to be in this, to, you know, to getting me to practice this, no, no, and they respect me for that. So, all right. GRTV, homophobia is not an African value. Hating gay is not hate. GRTV, did I ever said, GRTV, listen, did I ever say I hate gay people? You putting words in my mouth. Come on, GRTV, I expect better from you. Come on, my sister. I never said that. I never even mentioned I hate gay. Did I ever said I hate gay people? Come on, GRTV. Let's not get distracted by useless arguments, you know? I don't even want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that. You know, and I think it's unfair, you know, it's unfair for you to impose something on me that I don't support. You can't force me to accept something I don't support. So, you know, I don't, come on, sister. No. Don't do me that. Don't do me that. Don't even instigate, don't even put words and say I hate gays and stuff. No, I never said that. Yeah, and I'm glad, you know, you can, when this live is over, you can roll back the tape and listen to me again. And you would see that I never said I hate gay people. I never said that. I only shared my opinion on that. All right? Okay. Traders make them different. I will never condemn my gay. Yeah, and I respect you for that, you know. You know, and I never said I will condemn them. I never said I condemn gay people. Never said that. I never said I will condemn gay people. I never said that. So don't put words in my mouth, please. I don't appreciate that. Don't put words in my mouth. I never said that. You know? As I said, people, you know, that these issues are very controversial, and sometimes I try to stay far from that. Yeah? People make their choices and they will have to give account, whether it's good or bad. And that's all. Everyone don't have to agree on, but exactly, everybody don't have to agree. We don't, you got no, everybody, we don't have to agree on everything. Imagine how everybody agreeing on everything. We don't have to agree. We can't agree on everything, right? We just have to respect each other's disagreements and don't impose your ideologies on someone else. Because I will not come and impose my whatever I believe, whatever my philosophies are. I will not impose it on you. I will not. I will not do that. So it's unfair. I don't. JRTV, my sister, come on, don't allow yourself to go down that direction. Let us not allow petty things like this. You know, yeah. I don't think. Well, you never said. I never said I hate thing. I never. And that is something I notice about people. Who think about LGBT. They always quick to say we hate. I never said I hate gay people. I have friends that I know in this kind of, you know, and we are friends. We talk. But at the end of the day, I let them know what I stand for. And we good. We good. All right. Revolution has to include all black people. Nobody's saying you have to be gay. I am 61 years old. I have to come to know a lot. Lord Ambassador, I will stand for everybody. Yes, I stand for everybody. I don't discriminate nobody, JRTV. No one, my sister. And my sister, don't let things come between us. I don't think. I stand for everybody. But at the end of the day, we all have boundaries about ourselves. You have boundaries about yourself. Pedro have boundaries about himself. Otto 718 have boundaries about it. We all have boundaries about ourselves. We all have ways we live our life and we govern our lives. What I will watch, you will not watch. What I will listen to, you will not listen to. Places I will go, you will not go. Right? And I don't have the right to come and force you to watch what I want, what I'm watching. Go and no, it's not. It will be unfair. So please don't force me to believe what you believe. Right? Let us respect each other's opinion. You keep saying it's a lifestyle, and I'm saying it's not. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. I believe it's a lifestyle. You believe it's not. I respect you, my sister. Right? You believe it's not, will not change the reality of what it is. I believe it is, will not change the reality of anything. And that's it. All right? So you believe it's a lifestyle. I believe it's not. No, I'm mixing it up. You believe it's not a lifestyle. I believe it is a lifestyle. That's just all about that. And that's it. I respect you. I'm not angry because you believe it's not a lifestyle. Keep you enemy for that? No, 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 no. I will never do that. I respect what you believe, and that is what you believe. All right, GRTV, explain what it is, if not a lifestyle. Let's drop this. Imagine when I bring up patriarchy, I never. Yeah, let's drop this whole talk. Let's drop this because this will not go anywhere. You see this whole LGBT talk? That ain't going anywhere. Let me drop this thing. All right. Let us drop this thing. So, guys, I think time is already against me. All right. JRTV, I love you. I thank you for supporting my channel. All right. But I want you to know, Afro Grenadian Ambassador is a straightforward talker. I don't sugarcoat anything. I'm a straightforward talker. I don't mince my words. I don't mince my words. I don't beat around the bush. I tell you, if you eye black, you eye black. All right? And that's how it is. Yeah. I don't do anything. I don't mince my words. All right. So guys, I think I'll be coming to an end with this live. All right. I will give we have 2 more. Okay, let's say 3 more minutes, and we'll bring this to an end. Auto 718, yes, your TV, that is what you are saying. When you persuade people to accept the homosexual lifestyle, you're making them practice it by accepting it. Please don't accuse me of putting words in your mouth. Well, yeah, I thought I felt like that, GRTV, that you were putting words in my mouth because you said that you mentioned something. Let me go back up to the comment section. You mentioned that. Let me read it again. That's how I felt. Let me read it over for you so that you can hear your own what you text, what you commented on, and let me see. All right. All right. Yeah. I just want to read what what make me felt as though you were putting words in my mouth. All right. All right. Let me go back down here because I don't want to misinterpret you. Well, I don't know. I'm not seeing it. Did you delete the comment? I'm not seeing it anymore. I'm not seeing it anymore. All right. So here, when you comment, you said homophobia is not an African value. Hating gay people is not an African value. And I remembered, and I made mention about African values, right? And then you responded, homophobia is not an African value, and hating gay people is not an African value. All right. So that what make me felt as though you are saying that or instigating that I hate gay people. And that's why I'm telling you, I never said anything like that. All right. So if I misinterpret you wrong, my apologies. But I want you to know and be clear, I don't hate gay people. I respect them. But at the end of the day, I have value, I stand on value, certain values and principles. All right. Pedro, define homophobia. He don't sound afraid. I am not forcing you to do anything. I know it's not a lifestyle. Okay, it's not a lifestyle. Okay. So Granny have her girlfriend, and some people don't see nothing wrong with that. Auto 718. All right. So guys, let's drop this. Let's drop this. Let's move away from that. All right. I'm coming to an end. So am I. So am I. I don't mince my words either. I am for revolution. Take care. Of For God's sake, don't get me mad. I don't delete anything. Europeans taught us to be homophobic as well as to hate women and to hate children. Yes, you have. Okay, so yeah. So I am happy that you don't mince your words and I don't mince mine. All right. So let us respect each other's beliefs. That's all I'm saying. Let's respect each other's opinion and beliefs. And homophobic, I really don't know. I don't know what that means. I don't know what is that word. All right. So yeah. All right. So guys, thank you all for joining. GRTV, Pedro, Auto 718, and my silent listeners, thank you all very much. Yes, guys, this is a Pan-African channel, all right? This is a Pan-African channel. And I do my best not to focus on anything else but Pan-Africanism. All right? My business is not about people's sexual orientation. My business is not about other things. My business is about Africa and the Caribbean becoming as one, bridging the gap. That is what I am focused on. All right. That is what my channel is dedicated to. All right. And yeah, that is what I'm focused on. So I want to thank you all very, very much. Thank you all for your support. Thank you. Thank you all very much. I love everybody. I want everybody. I want to make that clear. Research Samuel George, a Ghanaian, said, I want to make that very clear. I love everybody. All right. Yes. And GRTV, I think what Pedro is saying, I think you should listen to him. Samuel George, GRTV, yeah. And when I come back on the live, you can tell me what are your thoughts. Well, if you are able to, I know sometimes you're not able to join because of a certain time frame. But whenever we meet again, you'll give me a thought. But research Samuel George and listen to him. and you'll let me know what you think about it. Samuel George is a good person to listen to. Yeah. Thank you guys. God bless you. Until next time. Take care. Peace out.